honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like, hate it, the love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
Today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Rolling to his right. And he took that. One-handed. What a grab.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game. 20 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This caught by Royal. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Tua now on first down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to pass, Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Quintez Cephus. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down, McAllister sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play. stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On the counter, it's Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. McAllister. He finds his target, Royal. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 2, McAllister forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Running left, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one... They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now Evans on the toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Tua. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
No gain on the play there, second down. Back to throw. McAllister. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw on second down. McAllister. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Evans. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
19 tight.
On 4th down, McAllister. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A 1st down carry for Henry. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Romero. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's got his open man, Royal. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now a handoff coming left. Evans will get this up to about the 44. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Oilers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Okay, ready?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 and now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Lutz is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him. Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down, McAllister. And this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 3rd down, McAllister. He finds his man, complete. It's Payne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down. McAllister escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Steps away. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Payne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McAllister into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. Will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Play action. Now it's Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Foster Moreau. A 1-yard touchdown reception, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tua going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit there. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 1st down, McAllister eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A run now with a tight end fan. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, McAllister. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Off the play fake. McAllister. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Buying time. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To try again after the sack. Tua got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. He had his eyes on the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down. McAllister escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This caught by Royal. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. But he will not get away. He stopped. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They start the drive with Evans. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McAllister. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Evans. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safe. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down. McAllister. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 3rd down. McAllister. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, McAllister. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.